Hey, it's Nicole, aka on the reality here, and I'm filming another video. And in this video, I've decided to tell the world why I decided to join the United States Army. Okay, when I decided to enlist in one of the military branches, I was looking at jobs that I could possibly be interested in and probably transition from what I'm doing there into the civilian world, as we call it. So I didn't like Navy because I couldn't swim. The Marines felt a little too much for me. I felt like it was a little too much for me personally, as my personality type wouldn't fit that branch. Air Force, I'm like, that was a definite no. One, because I didn't feel like it was what I was looking for. So, Army was what I wanted to go with. Originally, I was going to go Army National Guard, and then I decided against it, and then I was like, oh, maybe I should do reserve, and then I decided against that, and then I was like, hey, let's go, active duty or no duty, active duty or no duty. So then I went to a recruiter. I talked to him. He gave me a packet, which, by the way, I had the packet for a really long time before I turned it in. And then I took my ASVAB at school. I took the paper version. I studied for that. It wasn't that bad. Like, if you want to study for it, make sure you study towards everything, I guess. You study a little bit of everything. It's recommended. But I didn't. I studied directly for the chunks of stuff that I didn't know how to do. I'm out in public trying to film this video, so it's kind of weird. But, so I was studying for it, and then I went to turn in my packet. Turned in my packet. It was a little bit of a challenge because it wasn't, like, easy, I guess, to I get quiet when people come around. It wasn't easy to find people to put as references. And then the other thing I did... Okay, so I finished that. This is the exact reason of why I joined. I was like, I want to be a youth minister, which wasn't really the brightest idea I could ever make. I was like, I want to live a life of sacrifice and service, because sacrifice and service to others is what love is, because of Jesus Christ. And this whole ideology that I had formed in my mind, that sacrifice and love were equivalent to each other, and that through sacrifice one can understand the definition of love, and that love was shown through sacrifice. It was backwards. Actually, I wanted tattoos of it. By the way, I don't have a tattoo. Probably won't be getting it. Maybe someone will be getting it here. I'll probably try to transfer my idea to a tattoo somewhere else. So I had that idea. And then I was like, sacrifice and love are equal. What type of life do I want to live? Obviously, I want to live a life of sacrifice, because I feel like that is the right thing to do. I feel like others deserve to understand what love is. And if you guys are thinking, what does this have to do with fighting in the military? The most amazing thing about our soldiers, our airmen, I don't know what other people are called. The people that the military is that personally, physically, mentally, emotionally, you sacrifice yourself. You sacrifice your time. You sacrifice your life for other people. A lot of people don't understand that. They just expect it is, she didn't want to go to school, or she just wanted to do this, or she just wanted to. No, it is honestly a sacrifice. It is not easy. My contract is 6 years. Granted that I complete AIT and BCT, or BCT and AIT, I'll have 4 or 5 more years of my life that I'll have to sacrifice time away from people, experiences I won't get because of the decision to join. I like your hair. Thanks. No problem. So with that being said, people fail to understand that, but honestly, you are the American soldier. The other branches terms, you're sacrificing yourself. that is what I want to do. People tell me I'm crazy. And my reasoning for joining is that there's other ways to serve people. Granted, there are other ways to serve people. I could try to open a homeless shelter and serve the homeless. I could go to school for ministry. There are multiple ways to serve people. This is just a decision that I made. This is just a route that I made. This is just my choice. It's a personal decision. That's why it's called a personal choice. That's why I signed the contract. No one else did. It wasn't you that signed if you were watching the video. It wasn't my mom that signed. It wasn't my brother. It was I. I signed it. I decided this. I made the decision. And the decision was made not easily. It took me months to even decide if I really want to do it. It took me a long time personally. I searched my soul to see if I was joining for the correct reasons and if I felt like it could possibly deter me away from anything I hope to accomplish in the future. And no, I think this is a stepping stone to my future. I think this is a good stepping stone to my future. If I decide to continue in the military or if I decide to leave after my contract is done, that will also be a decision that I will have to make, but it is not anyone else's. And as far as joining the military goes, everyone has their own reasoning. They want to fight for their country. Granted, I love America. Every day that I learn more about other countries, I'm like, wow, we are freaking blessed beyond belief with the freedoms that we do have. Granted, we don't have all the freedoms, but just the freedoms that we do have are what amaze me now. Seeing what could possibly happen in the future with more freedoms and more equality, it will amaze me then. Although I have personal beliefs about the rules and regulations and the standards we have, that's also a personal decision. When you decide to do something with the rest or the next few or 6 years, next 6 years of your life, it's not at all to be taken lightly. It is not at all something to be afraid of, I assume, because you're going to grow up anyways. So when people ask me why I joined, I'll say because I want to live a life of sacrifice. Now, if you're thinking about joining and you're watching a video saying as to why I joined, think of what you want to do when this is done, what you hope to accomplish in your future. Think of how far you've come so far and how far you want to go. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people walking by, and then one other person over there. I feel short. Awkward turtles. But